Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC and another edition of TNFNU Thoughts and Feelings and Updates. This week, I'm going to talk to you guys about the big thing that's coming up tomorrow as I'm filming this. December 6th is the Central Florida Knife Meetup. That's right. It's finally here. I can't believe that I've been talking about this whole year, and really I've been talking about it for about 2 years. It was just a brainchild of mine, and it all stems from there not being a big knife presence here in the greater Orlando area where I live, in the Central Florida area, meaning there's no knife-only knife stores. There's no really knife-centric knife shows. There is one, the Gator Cutlery Knife Show, which is always the last weekend in January, and it's happening again in 2026. But more to come on that. But other than that, there's really nothing in the greater Central Florida area besides Ramblemade Knives, which is about 35, 40 minutes away from where I live. And I've actually been there, but there's only so much you could do and so much you could see when you go there. And it's not like they have a store or anything like that. They have a museum, and that's about all you get to see. So there's nothing in this area, and I don't really know. I've been trying to reach out to people, and there's nothing going on. So selfishly, I tried to create this idea to bring people together within this area so we can do more. So we can sit, we can talk, we can do kind of things and share the things that we love, which are the knives for which we all love and play with and get to enjoy. And, you know, just have some camaraderie. I've been to some small social circles and it's fun. I go to the Gator Cutlery Club, which is the group that puts on the show, and it's really cool to sit and talk to collectors and makers and to do that. And we do that every month, or I try to get there every month. It's been very difficult for me to, but that's in Lakeland, which is about 45 minutes to an hour away from me. Boohoo, I know. I'm not really complaining about that, but at the times it sometimes gets difficult for me to get there. So if something was closer and more reachable for me to do on a maybe every couple months, once a year basis, that's where this all kind of stemmed from. So I came up with this idea. Look, I want to schedule this meeting and just invite the people that I know, and then they invite people, and then maybe it will be a thing. And so I rented a building. I put it out there. I talked to a couple other people that were really inspiring to me. And then thank you to Byron Kennedy, Splitting Slices, because he helped fund this event. And unfortunately, he was going to come and something came up and he can't attend. So next time, Byron, we're going to get you on the next one. But he was kind enough to help chip in to help secure a location. And I tried to pick a location that I think would work within our community. It's, a picturesque downtown, old town feel, brick roads with shop lined streets. It's a really cool kind of atmosphere where if you want to step out, grab a bite to eat, there's plenty of places to eat. If you want to step out, walk around for 30 minutes, you could do that. And it's a nice place to go. They've already decorated for the holidays and everything else, so it's really nice. And then by 6 o'clock, when it's over, because it starts at 2 p.m. and runs till 6 p.m., then when you leave, it's all lit up for the holidays and it's a beautiful area. So I tried to do something like that. Now the building's not that big. I called them and I started to panic because I was getting a lot of feedback and a lot of people asking questions. And the maximum capacity of this building is 150 people. And I have a feeling that's like stadium seating, and we're not doing stadium seating. I want to put some tables out, and I want people to be able to walk around and enjoy looking and seeing what people brought. If you are coming, bring something fun. People have asked, what should I bring? And it's really up to you. You can bring whatever you want to bring. If you're a maker, bring some of your stuff. If you're a collector, bring some things you think you would like to show off. It's open. If you don't want to bring anything, don't bring anything and just come and enjoy the people that are there. I think that's the point, is to bring people together and have that camaraderie of like-minded people to come together and have a good time. And that's what I wanted to do because I want to connect with the people. I am not here for this to be a show. This is not a knife show. This is not a custom maker knife show. Yes, I'm a custom maker and I plan on bringing some of the knives, which I'm going to share with you guys, but it's not a show. The purpose of this isn't to sell a bunch of knives and to do all of those things. Maybe you can make some contacts. Maybe you can sell some knives. Maybe I might sell a knife. I don't know. But that's not the purpose. The purpose is to just kind of get together, meet some new people, connect on social media or whatever it happens to be, and you continue a conversation. I know a lot of people trade and they do a bunch of things, so that could be part of it. And it specifically was for my area, maybe, out to the coasts, to the West Coast, to the East Coast, because I'm kind of in the middle of all those things. I don't expect people to come from Miami. I don't expect people to come from Jacksonville or North Florida. That's a hike. I totally appreciate people who have said that they're coming, that are coming from those areas, which is awesome. But that also tells me we are just starved for coming together and being a community together. And it's surprising. So if you're interested in doing something in your area, do it. Try to pick a spot. Try to pick an area. And I think it's like you build it, they will come type of a thought process. And it's been awesome. And I've got people coming from out of state, which is mind blowing to me why people are coming. And I was like, I hope you're coming for something else. And they're like, nope, we're coming just for this. And it was like, holy cow, just for this? Are you kidding? But to me, that's amazing. People want to come, hang out with us, and have a good time. And I think it's going to be a good time. At least I hope. And I hope that I can get it going for possibly doing this on a yearly basis. I am flipping the bill for this. So the first one, besides Mr. Kennedy, who helped me out with some of it, and Rory Calhoun, shout out to you because you did donate some money for this as well, which is going to help pay for food and drinks and those kind of things, which I'm going to do. And I'm also going to have something at the event to try to get donations for next year so that I can build this to next year. Who knows? I would like to keep this location because it's a pretty cool location. But if it gets so big, then I really hope it doesn't. I would like to keep it at 50 to 100 people. That would be awesome. And it's coming and going. Maybe not everybody in that building at the same time, but you never know. Maybe it will be. But to all those makers that have reached out, it is not a show. Is it going to be a fun time to hang out and to make contacts and maybe possibly make some sales? Probably, but that's not the point. The point is this isn't going to be open to all custom makers or to get production companies or knife shops to come and display all their stuff to try to sell stuff. That's not the purpose of this, because if that happens, then it becomes a show and other things get involved that I really don't want this to be. I want it to be a simple, small thing where we can come together. If this becomes a job and becomes something that is difficult for me to do, then knowing my personality and the way I'm probably not going to want to do it, or I'll try to pass it off onto somebody else because I like to do everything myself, because I just like to torture myself. But I have gotten a bunch of stuff together, but I just want it to be a fun hang. That's all I want to do. Come hang out. That's it. Are you in the Central Florida area? Cool. Come hang out. Come meet some more people and make contacts, and then we can continue this maybe going forward. Maybe I could do it twice a year, maybe just once a year. I don't know. But we're going to see where it goes, and it's going to be pretty awesome. So hopefully I remembered to put the information on the screen. If not, December 6th, 2 to 6, downtown Winter Garden at the American Legion building. Thanks. So all of that being said, I have been very busy kind of putting all of those things together, which is also amusing because this week I was pulled for an extra day having to be at my job, which pulled me out of the shop, which coincides with me in between builds. So let's talk updates. I have finished all of the ADCRV2 stuff, the Max Bros, all of that has been sent out. And I have finished all 3 of the Nitro V blades and the LMAX spike. So all of those, the LMAX spike was sent all the way to where it went, and that person has already received it. And the Nitro V blades, are all finished and sitting right here. I think I shared it on my last live stream, but we have the Wesser. So this is a Wesser in Nitro V, the stonewash finish. Focus. There it is. Stonewash finish with the jute micarta handle. It came out really nice. Urban Woodsman designed. So that one came out pretty awesome. And we decided to do the blood red kydex sheath for it. So it kind of has this really neat look. And that person is going to be putting their own strap and their own bead and their own everything for it. So they asked for me not to do that. So I did. Then we have the Torcido. So the other two builds were builds that I haven't been doing a lot of, and I decided to show those designs some love. So we have the Torcido. We did the Raptor Skin Kydex, and this is a really cool design. We did the Nitro V hand satin blade. I kind of made the flats. Let me move my light a little bit. There we go. How about there we go. The flats are kind of rough, but the blade is a satin finish. And we did the GL Hansen's and Sons Ragcarta. So you can see that green Ragcarta came out really nice. This is the a G Carta kind of with rag. It's a whole process, but yep, it came out pretty nice. We got some pops of greens and blues in there with the black G10 pins and the matching bead, of course. So it is a pretty cool design. You got that kind of a pistol-y grip with the shilling blade, and it locks you in, and it's a really cool EDC fixie, I think, for someone to pick up. This is a Cheeto Bandito design, and it came out really nice. And looking forward to it. I will be having these at the meetup. And this one is not spoken for. The Wesser is spoken for, but this one is not. And maybe I'll sell it at the meetup. Who knows? I don't know. I'm open to offers. I have a price in my head, and if it doesn't sell at that, then I will drop it on the Etsy store. And then I finished the Tobico. So we have that is the Torcido, and this is the Tobico. And this one turned out pretty stinking cool. I had a vision on this one, and it kind of turned out. We got the Raptor Skin Kydex, and you have the Tobico. The Tobico is a Tim B designed, collaborative design with Tim B, and it came out pretty nice. We got the hand satin finish, and this has the GL Hansen's and Sons purple and copper micarta, G-carta. So that is a purple. The cameras have a hard time picking it up, but it is a purple. And we did copper. So the copper lines, it has copper wire woven within the fabric. So that's pretty awesome. And then I decided to stick with that, and we did copper pins, and I did a copper liner. So yeah, it fits nice in the hand. The Tobico is a really cool design. Unfortunately, I didn't have any more of that handle material left for the bead. What's going on? And so I decided I had some of this purple and black Dymalux laying around. So I made a bead out of that and did a copper kind of liner in between it. And the bead fits, I think. I think it fits very well with this design with all the stripes and everything else. So that is the Tobico. Looks very nice, very nice. So there you are. I did those. So the 3 Nitro V blades are done, and the LMAX spike is done and sent off to its new owner. So where does that leave me? That leaves me in between finishing these and waiting for the other stainless to arrive. What are the other stainless, you might ask? There's 2 rock hoppers, there's another Wesser, and a pedal. So we have 3 AEB-L blades that are off at Peters. Now, it was in shipping as of yesterday, so I'm hoping next week I'll get those back. But in the meantime, I've been kind of sitting around waiting, which is good because I've been planning this meeting and trying to do some other stuff. But I have been out in the shop and I have been working, and there's a video coming out on these, and I don't want to get people too excited, but and I started some package hatchets. They've been sitting around. I started them a while ago, and they've just kind of been sitting around. This is ADCRV2, and this is Damascus. That's right, Damascus. I am doing a Damascus package hatchet. Why? Because I'm ridiculous. But yep, you can see the patterning kind of in there, but it is a Damascus. So this is the Raindrop Damascus package hatchet. I've ground everything in and I'm pretty much have them prepped for heat treat. So these guys need to get heat treated and then I'm going to start cleaning them up. So I'm going to be slowly working on these until the other stainless blades come back. I also am working on something else along with those, and I'm working on these little pry bars that I started a while ago. And I got the holes drilled and got them cleaned up, and I got these pretty much ready for heat treat as well. So I'm going to be heat treating all of these things at the same time. These are ADCRV2, and I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I think what I'm going to do is just finish them. They're going to be rough. I'm not going to make them. They're not turning out the way that I liked, but I think I'm going to just give them away. So future giveaways, the pry bars might be given away. So I'm going to heat treat these and have some fun with them, put my maker's mark on them someplace. And then these will probably be entered into giveaways. Possibly the 4,000 sub giveaway. We are 120 subs, less than 120 subs away from 4,000 here on YouTube, which is absolutely ridiculous. Because if I can get there before the end of the year, that means I've gotten 2,000 subs this entire year, which is a lot for me. Just a little knife maker, having some fun with blades, and I'm glad that you guys are a part of it. Also, I saved the best for last, but the Thorns are here. That's right. The the Thorns, the Kubi Thorns, are now available on Kubi's website. And they have adjusted their shipping costs. So no longer is it $35 for shipping. So you can actually pick up one of the Thorns on Kubi. And if you use code AriesEDC, you'll save 20%. I have an affiliate link in the description of this video, and the code is in the description of this video. So please use that. It does go back to help the channel so that maybe I can do more of these kind of events, and it just helps the channel grow as I can get more stuff. But check those out. Also, if you haven't picked up a Kubi Bloom, now's the chance. They are available at Chicago Knife Works, but you can pick it up at Kubi as well and use that code to save 20%. And shipping is not the $35 anymore. It's only $10 for shipping. So that helps as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy the Thorns. I think they came out really well. I have a couple hopefully on their way, and hopefully by next week I'll have a couple in hand so I can see what they are like. I am totally looking forward to that. That is going to be awesome. I can't believe this year 2 production AriesEDC collaboration blades are now out on production, possibly a 3rd before the end of the year. Fingers crossed, the rock hoppers, they're coming. So that's it's been a crazy week, and I'm just trying to keep up with it all. I'm looking forward to meeting everybody at this meetup and possibly scheduling more and see where it goes. Who knows? This could be a one and done type of thing, or it could grow and be a once a year annual type of event. I'm hoping it's a year, at least a year event. And then this is a really great time of year down here in the state of Florida. Things are cool. The weather is nice. And I'm hoping that it doesn't rain or anything to ruin that day. But I'm really hoping it works out. But fingers crossed, you never know. But anyway, guys, that is what I have for you on this week's TNFNU. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. That choice is always